Okay. Welcome to this. Okay, to the stream of me playing Super Mario Brothers. I have to find the rest of. The. Have to find the rest of the stars, which is actually a lot tougher than I thought. This one isn't here, right? Towns of the Big Bird. So there's all sorts of things I'm missing out. So I guess I don't know everything. How was I supposed to know there was a level in there? Great. Let me try that again. Do I have to like smack into it? Oh, there you go. Really? Oh, that is so unfair, guys. There we go. There's definitely some levels I'm Where's that guy? Come on. Damn it. Oh, that is so unfair. That was not fair, guys. Wait, where my... Oh, my chat box isn't up. Hold on. There we go. Oh, wait. I don't even know where that's at. Oh, I hate not knowing where anything's at. No! Oh, wow. And I just missed it by a little bit, too. Okay, I could tell this level's going to give me problems. What's over here? Oh. It's really hard to tell where anything's at. Like, Nintendo 64 had a lot of low resolution. Yippee. Alright, this... Damn. Getting these red coins, which I'm trying to do, is very difficult. No! Damn. No, no, no! No! Oh, and I missed it by a little bit. I missed it. I've been messing with my Game Gears for a long time. I've been neglecting my Nintendo 64 skill duties. Oh, he disappeared for a second. You know, I was like very curious how, I was trying to look into it to see if I myself could do a static recomp of Jet Force Gemini. If I were to put my top favorite Nintendo 64 games, and I really don't have any authority. Here, let me just. I really don't have any authority on making a top 5 Nintendo 64 games because I honestly didn't get one till much, much later. But if I had a top 5, number 5 would be damn. I guess it's a tie between WrestleMania No Mercy and WrestleMania 2000 and WWF No Mercy. So I guess those two could take the 5 spot. Followed by GoldenEye. Followed by Perfect Dark. Followed by this. And on the top would be Jet Force Gemini. Yeah. That's my top 5. Yes, it's a very square-centric. Yes, it's a very square-centric list, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people's lists are somewhat like that. Alright, there we go. Damn. Alright, come on, get that one, get that one, get that one. Yeah, there you go. So you go over here. It is not easy, guys. No! Oh! Ah. I forgot. Oh, he'll be fine. Oh. Yeah, I'm not going to go for the shiny on the top of the pyramid. I'm going to go for something a little bit different. No. Oh. Wow. Right away. Right away. Watch me get all the red coins, and then all of a sudden I get all the red coins, and then all of a sudden I get stuck into the sand pit. No. Nintendo should have spent a little more on RAM for ROM space. Look, it's hard to tell. That took a while. Oh, up, 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 up. And let me. It's not making it easy. Ah. No! 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 Oh my... Oh, that is so unfair, guys. That is so unfair. That... Oh, hell no. Man, that is not right, man. Alright, that was a little tougher than I thought, but man, it's not right, man. No, no. No. Ah, I thought I could make it. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want popcorn?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you. Man, that's rough. Man, oh man. Oh, what am I gonna do? Oh, you know what? I think I like Sin and Punishment better than this. Alright. You know, let me get a hold of this already. Just there we go. I do not like. Alright, there we go. Okay, I know where that is now. Just let me get away from the cactus guy. So close. Don't mess up now. Don't mess up now. Don't mess up now. Don't mess up now. Oh no, why am I slowing down so much? Ah, get away, cactus. Oh, finally. That was a tough start. That was a tough start. To get up there, but I don't think they're gonna make it easy. Even with this hat. Okay, it's a little easier than I thought. Not that bad, not that bad. Okay, well, I guess I gotta tell you guys what I've been doing for the past couple of days and why I haven't been streaming. Work has me running ragged. I can't get into too many details because I don't want to give out where I work at, but someone got, well, let me put it this way, a whole slew of managers and people leaving. One person got fired, another person went to be a cop. Which leaves us a little behind on a lot of stuff. And it's tough. It's tough picking up the slack that way. Every week for the past month, I've only had a day off. And it's not, there was times I was able to have a couple of days here and there, but for the most part, it was very, very tough. It was very tough, and I'm not with my wife as much, and it's getting to me. And while I'm doing that, because she works too, and there are times when I just want to want to be with her, and I can't because she's working, and then when I'm not working, there's this whole hugabaloo of things, and it's what's that? Oh, do they just want me to hang out here or something? It was just one thing after another. So while I have some free time, the little free time I did have, I was working on my Game Gears. Here, let me show you one. Now, as I stated in my test video, I was planning to take it down, but apparently people like to watch it, so I guess I'm leaving it up there. But this is one of my test Game Gears. Maybe I should just bring it up. Yes, I removed the screen. I have a pixel mod thing so I could use the Genesis control port, and it has a bend VIN HDMI kit for the Game Gear, and it's a very sharp picture. However, it's not. It's not. I think with how it works, the Game Gear cartridges like have to be positioned just right, and there are times when the game works and the game doesn't. So it's not like it's not 100%. Sometimes I wouldn't even touch it. Like I would turn it on, the game would work. I was playing Shinobi, the first one on the Game Gear, and then it will work, and then like I'll record something, and then I'll turn it off, and then when I come back, it won't work again, and I would have to like turning it on and off and seeing if it works. And sometimes the TVs can't even read it. This TV back here reads it sometimes, and other times it doesn't. These PC monitors, because I guess how they work, they read them all the time. However, I have no way of inputting sound. What I usually do with this one, because sound doesn't come out of the HDMI. I actually got to inject it using the earphone piece. And my Game Capture HD, you could separate the audio, or you could insert the audio with the built-in RCA cable or RCA inputs in the back, and that's how I usually record my footage. But even then, sometimes there's like slight screen tearing here and there. So it's a good product. The image comes out really clean, but there's just some issues that I have with it that I wish wouldn't be there. Another Game Gear mod that I have is the one with the McWill mod, and I have the screen's really weird on that one. Don't get me started. But the image comes out pretty good. Not as clean as an HDMI, but it comes out pretty good. Where's it? There we go. And that's the one that I was showing. However, to get that one to work required a lot more equipment. Like I needed to get a VGA to HDMI adapter, and that thing is finicky sometimes that doesn't want to work. Oh wait, he's gonna smash me? Oh, there's nothing up there. Alright. Damn, I thought I was gonna find something. So, yeah, basically, and then there's another one I want to try. But usually when I do these mods, I get broken Game Gears, and all the Game Gears that I fixed recently, actually have pretty good screens on them. Like all I did was change the caps. And great. Like I said, all I did is change the caps, and the systems are working fine. So I don't want to like butcher a system, because this one's screen was all jacked up. It was all jacked up. I capped it. I cleaned it. I capped it, but like the screen wasn't working. and I decided, you know what, I'll just make that as like a recording home system kind of situation. But the issue is like it's not it's not as it's not as convenient as I thought it was gonna be. Ben doesn't make those anymore, which is a little, which kind of sucks. I kind of wanted to have multiple. I wanted to have multiple Game Gears with the HDMI out, and he does offer screens that have the HDMI on there, but I don't really want the screen. I got like two, three Game Gears with McWill and Magic screens, you know. Right now, all I really want is what I have been really thinking about is getting an analog with the dock, and then just start and doing stuff that way. However, I'm the kind of guy that wants to play games on original hardware. It's just that, like, original hardware, you know. Oh snap! It's not as reliable as it used to be. I have a Tim Worthington board that I have yet to install, and I kind of want to do. I kind of want to do a video about like the different mods you could get to output, to your TV for the Game Gear. And there are multiple choices. There are a lot of different choices. However, some of those choices aren't available anymore. A big one is the Game Box Systems thing, which that in itself is very good and easy to install for the most part. But it was not exactly the most reliable either. Like, I tried using it the other day, but the colors were not right, and I think it has to do with how the cartridge is installed. And I tried my EverDrive, I tried multiple games, and it's just like it's not connecting just right. So, man. I'm trying to get it to work, but it's just not working, and it's frustrating because I paid good money for that. However, I don't want to say anything too bad because, like, the guy passed away like 2 years ago, and he really helped me get that thing working. Well, what's the stand tall on the 4 pillars? Huh. Well, those are stone pillars. Oh, for crying out loud. Anyway, my tests that I did on the test that I did on back at my, I did the games are coming out right, so I don't have a lot of problems. Just that if I want to play like, oh god, what was I gonna say? If I want to play like something fast, I don't want screen tearing to be an issue. Like I was playing Shinobi, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm noticing the screen tearing as I'm going up the. Yeah, like I'm noticing the screen tearing issues, and it's just like, it's a bit distracting. Is it in there somewhere? I don't see any pillars in here. Yeah, got a free man. I am not very good at this. Hold on, wait. Look to know my surroundings, Jesus. I do not believe that there's not another Like there has to be another star in here, right? It makes sense. They're not just gonna make that one star inside the pyramid. No, there has to be multiple. What's that entire row of how do I get in there? Okay.
No se te olvide el lonche.
No.
Lo puse, no está el cajoncito, lo puse donde está el agua fresca.
Okay.
Te lo echas en tu lonchera, ¿eh?
What time is it? Oh boy. Gonna have to go pick up the wife soon. Oh, let's see. Oh, you know what? I think I know. It's a. There has to be like some sort of platform, right? The platform that slowly goes down there. I wonder how. Yeah, that's what. That's probably what it is. Wait, hidden coins. They want me to find hidden coins now. Uh-oh. Run! I wonder if that's the oh, I have to get in there somehow, huh? Whoops. That scared me for some reason. Alright, I see. But I don't think that's... Alright, cool. Wait, hold on. Wait, where's Oh. It's not fair. Not fair. Forgot I could just punch them or jump at them. I wonder if Nintendo had, like, they had strong debates of what Mario's main attack was going to be. Like, all Mario ever did was punch, right? Alright, let's see. Really? Okay, I'm a little confused right now. That's number 4. Yes! Okay, well... Huh. Alright, they sure don't make it easy, do they? Alright, come on, come on, come on. That. Yes! Okay, now... stand tall on the 4 pillars. I really don't know how to do that. Oh, you know, I think I'm supposed to get the coins on each one of those 4 pillars. Well, that was kind of scary. Yeah. Am I missing something? I really don't know what to do. Damn. Okay, now I'm confused. What, like, I have to stand on them in a certain order. It blew up. Oh, so that's how you get in there. Oh, that's awesome. No boss fight or anything down there, is it? Damn. Oh man. Alright, a little bit different than I'm used to. Yes. Alright, cool. Now, Dire Docks. Now, where was that? Of course, there's a clock place. Rainbow Ride. Where was Dire Docks? I'm drawing a blank here. I really am. Am I even close? Where was Dire Docks? Was it here? Huh. I already got all the stars from the mine. I gotta find that dock place. I know it's the one with the submarine. And I just went in a circle, didn't I? Yep. I'm having trouble. I really am having trouble. What? Where's Dire Docks? And that thing hasn't opened up yet. Okay, where's Dire Docks? Everything's telling me it's probably down. There we go. Pole jumping for red coins. Alright, this is so nice and peaceful. You know, water really was was seen something as a scale of how realistic you can make the effect look on your console. I remember a lot of people being impressed with the water effects here. Well, mostly for Wave Race, right? Because Wave Race actually had like waves, shifting polygons to mimic waves, and PlayStation didn't have anything like that. They just had kind of like a static thing going on. Wait a minute. Okay, see what they want. Listen, how to get in there though? Oh, it shot me right out to the castle. Wow, great. I wish I knew that before. So 2 weeks ago, was it 2 weeks? I think it was like around 2 weeks ago. I saw the Mario movie with my wife. She loved it. She's more of a Nintendo person than I am. You know, I didn't care too much for it. It was like, oh yeah, it's another Mario movie. It's a fun little watch time. And I enjoyed myself. I especially like Fox McCloud being there. You know, I like the Star Fox series. You know, it's a fox that flies around in a spaceship, a fighter, and you just like, you know, it's. I always compared the original Star Fox and thought of it as a slower afterburner. But that's okay though, because you know it was trying to do something new. Wasn't very impressed with the 3D, but it had its thing going, you know. You know, I remember getting into an argument with my friend with why I didn't like Star Fox. Like, why do I consider it to be this great thing? And I just told him, like, dude, like, I seen Starblade and Race Driving, and it didn't really it it didn't really impress me. What do you mean it didn't impress you? It's like, yeah, it didn't impress me. Oh, I was trying to do a leap. No, I couldn't really, back when, like, oh, come on, I can't even do a leap. Back when, like, Super Nintendo, like, I gotta tell you guys, when retro gaming was, like, hitting its stride and people were talking about the Super Nintendo and all this, and there wasn't too much mention of Sega, I really didn't want to give my opinion out because of how it might have been interpreted. I remember, I could already tell this is gonna be a pain. Like, I have my criticisms. I really have my criticisms of the NES and the Super Nintendo. However, I for the life of me couldn't share them because of like how strongly people felt about those consoles. Oh, there's nothing over there. Does it go all the way? No, it doesn't go all the way. I remember seeing like a lot of YouTube stuff, AVGN and whatever, and they would talk about Nintendo this, Nintendo that, and there was really not a lot of Sega representation in these online discussions, you know. I'll wait for the other one. Actually, no. There's a lot more over there. And one of the games I keep on like bringing out, like they were really pushing, was Star Fox. And I honestly, I really wanted to, I really should have said something back then. I could say it now because I don't really care. But back then I was afraid of like being like talked down to or whatever. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you're a Sega guy. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, no, I played Starblade. I played Race Driving. You know. All right, wait, where? I look at patterns. Great. And the only reason Nintendo saw as much support as they did was because of their policies with third parties and all that. Oh wow. But when it came to Star Fox, I really wasn't impressed. You know, I saw other 3D games like elsewhere, and I did play Star Fox. And it was just, to me, it was just a slower afterburner, and that's how I saw it. Like, There it is. So yeah, I wasn't impressed. I should have said something. I didn't say anything because I didn't want to be, you know, a pariah or whatever. You know, like I drilled a hole in my cartridge of, you know, I remember I drilled a hole so I could put a battery into the into my Legend of Zelda cartridge, and people were mad at me for that. It was back when it was back with the old Screw Attack website. I remember that. Yeah, it was I showed that and people were very upset with me. I was, you know, I didn't care, you know. But they were upset, and I felt like if I said anything bad about Nintendo, and trust me, that was a heavily Nintendo crowd. Through the jet stream, I do have to do that. Is it in there? Okay, you know what? Let me fill up. What time is it? Okay. So yeah, in the end, I was afraid of being ostracized by the retro gaming community if I said anything that they didn't want to hear. Oh, really? Well, I went through the jet stream. That didn't happen. No. But now I'm gonna say everything. Like I see more Sega people out there, and I could say things like I didn't think Star Fox was all that great a game. Was that technical marvel? Yeah, but I've seen better 3D in arcades, and I didn't really see the point of Star Fox. You know, if they went all mode 7 with sprites, I would have been more impressed with that than what they did with 3D. You know. Same thing with virtual racing. You know, I'm impressed that they did it, though having the cartridge being $100 and being only 3 tracks, it's like, yeah, they could have done better, you know, sprite scaling or something. Try to recreate it that way. But they didn't. They wanted to show that, yeah, they too had to use chips. I could already tell I'm not gonna like this. Oh, that's right. Hurry, 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 yes. Haha. Did I get a, it looks like I got a couple of drop frames, but things Things got back to normal. I still haven't got the chat stream. I thought that was it. Oh, wow. You know, I just have to. This is going to be kind of tough, I think. Oh, so that's what they meant. Okay. And then I gotta use Metal Mario to get to it. Okay, I see. Very puzzly. You know, there was I remember in my junior year of high school, there was a in the science fair. There was some guys that were trying to compare the 64 to the PlayStation, and they were putting side to side similar games like Crash Bandicoot and this. Jet Moto and Wave Race, and I think two snowboarding games, Cool Borders and 1080. And they were giving the stats of how many polygons, how much RAM, that sort of thing. And by all accounts, by looking at it, you know, you can honestly look at it and say, yeah, the 64 has more power, but Manta Ray's reward. Oh, I have to follow him, huh? Alright, I'll follow you, buddy. Nope. Nope. Damn. Oh, you're seriously gonna put it right there? Oh, punk. Okay, hold on. Oh, thank God. I thought it was gonna. Is that all of them? Alright, yeah, it looks like it's all of them. I gotta go to the clock and the rainbow ride. And I got 90 stars. I need 120, right? I'm missing. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of levels here that I'm missing. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Alright. Well, okay. I'm gonna relax a little bit. I guess I'll chat it up for, I guess, all one of you. But I have to tell you guys, yeah, when they had that science fair and the guy was comparing, I don't know where he got that many consoles, by the way. He was comparing something tame. I think the teachers told him he has to put something tame, so there was no Quake or Resident Evil or anything like that. But he was comparing it, and then he was trying to put like a scientific spin on it, which he did have the math, and he did put up, and I think one of the computer teachers were helping him a little bit, but the science just didn't match up in a lot of these games, unless it was like the only one that I think really showed what the 64 could do was Mario, right? Cool borders, you know, you're looking at it and it's a very blurry white mess. You could tell a little bit more detail on the no wait, 1080 was a white mess, but cool borders. You can see a little bit more detail, and they were trying to gauge what people liked about each and every different game. And the only thing I could say is that I like Mario a little bit better because you could go, it's more expansive. Like you could go more directions. Where in Crash Bandicoot, you're kind of like an obstacle course. That's the only thing I could say. The other games I didn't really have any care for, like like Wave Race. I don't think it's all, Wave Race. It's cool that the waves move like that, but it doesn't really it's kind of samey. Like you're using the same ski jet. And Jet Moto, it looks interesting, but it moves kind of janky. In my mind, I'm thinking Sega probably could have done a better one. By that point, I know the situation of the Saturn was pretty clear. They were no longer in a race. When people were talking about a console war, at that point, it was a 64 and PlayStation. The Saturn was way behind and wasn't even part of the discussion anymore. But man, I really don't know what that guy was trying to do with that science project. Having all those TVs and systems out. He had his homies watching each and every one of us. I remember he didn't want any of that stuff stolen. And I'm pretty sure maybe only 1 or 2 units were his, and the rest he probably borrowed from friends. I could tell you, a friend of mine, I really don't know what he's doing right now. The last time I saw him, he was on drugs, and not doing too good. But back in the day, he knew a lot of people. He borrowed a lot of money, and he borrowed a lot of games. And he let me. He owed me some money, like $20, right? And he owed me like $20, and something was coming up and I needed my money back, right? And I began telling him like, dude, I need my money back, and he eventually paid, right? But it took a little while. I was able to buy something. I was able to buy what I needed, but then like about a couple of months later, he asked for money again. Not as much. He asked like $15, right? 15 bucks. And like, dude, I don't know. Last time it took you forever to pay, and I kind of don't need that right now. So he said, guess, well, I could let you borrow my copy of Super Smash Brothers. I'm like, dude, I don't have a Nintendo 64. Well, you could just hold on to it, and if I take too long to pay you, you could just sell that. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I really don't care about Smash Brothers. I don't know who I could find to sell. Like, because every person I knew at that point had Smash Brothers, right? They either had this, Smash Brothers, or Ocarina of Time. And I was like, all right, fine. I'll hold on to the Smash Brothers. You pay me back when you have to. And you pay me back when you can, and I'll just give it back to Smash Brothers, right? My neighbor found out that I had Smash Brothers. I think I told him in a chat, like, yeah, so and so gave me a Smash Brothers, and he said, "Oh, you got Smash Brothers? Bring it over, right?" And we start playing. I played as Samus because that's the only character I thought that was cool. And I'm having fun or whatever, and then my neighbor kid's like, do you want to borrow my 64 so you could get better? Like, I was like, sure, like, fine. And then I let him borrow Super Smash Brothers, and then he had a great time. But I think a month passed, and I just wanted my money back. It's like, dude, so. I told the neighbor kid, hey, if you want Smash Brothers, I'll sell it to you because I really don't have a 64. It's like, yeah. I'll sell it to you for like, I don't know. I was looking at like a Toys R Us catalog or whatever, right? Okay, well it doesn't have the box or the instruction manual, but it is the game, so I guess I'll charge you like $30. I think it was going for around $60 at Toys R Us, so I'll charge you $30. Used, and it's the cartridge. It's pretty new. It was a pretty new at the time. And yeah, I sold it to him. And that, and that was that. I didn't really think much of it. By that point, I kind of lost contact with that guy. He just kind of ghosted me at that point, and I just like, all right, yeah, he wasn't gonna get that. I didn't meet him again till like I think around graduation, and and he was okay. He was really weird. Hey Josh, how you doing? I was about to end the stream now too, and then I finally get a viewer. Anyway, I sold Smash Brothers because I didn't have a 64 at the time. I kind of wish I might have held it on for a little while. But he asked for me back, and I'm like, dude, it's been an entire year, and now you're asking for Smash Bros. Back. I sold that thing a long time ago. He was a little upset with me, but I told him, dude, all you had to do was give me my money back, and you told me if you didn't give me, you even told me if you took too long to get me my money back, that I could sell Smash, and that's how I'll get my money back. And that's what I did. And he didn't have a leg to stand on, and that was that. Time passed, and we kept in communications like every so often, but out of nowhere, like this was maybe like 3 months ago. I finally seen him after like 15 years, and he was a complete wreck. He I could tell he was on drugs. His eyes were all yellow, kind of sunken in. He was rambling about stuff. The only thing he remembered about me was my name, and he remembered about my sister, and then that was it. He claims that he died and came back. He was like rambling on things about like the government was after him, and he looked very dirty, and I'm like, this dude is not in a good condition. I didn't know what to do, right? And he started making threats to me. He started making threats to my family, and I'm like, dude, do you know who you're talking to? Like, dude, what happened? Like, where you been? The last time I saw him, he was working at a Pizza Hut, and then that was it. That was like 15 years ago, and I just didn't know what to do. And my parents were elderly. I cannot, and I can't have this guy around them. So I had to call the cops on them and tell the police that, look, I got this guy, my old high school classmate. He doesn't look right, and he just threatened to off my parents, and I didn't know what to do. And you know what? I think they sent a patrol unit, and then I think they got a hold of him, and I don't know if they put him in somewhere in the halfway house, but he's gone. But I always think about, like, damn, this was like one of my high school buddies that I would talk to games about, and then like, so, and then he just like kind of went down a dark path, and kind of depressing. I'm leaving this stream on a depressing note, but honestly though, he was a pretty cool guy back in the day. You know, he was finicky with money, but but it is what it is, and I had fun playing with that dude. We played a lot of Street Fighter. We played a lot of Metal Gear. This game, I played Smash with that guy. He was a cool guy, but unfortunately, things happen, and well, things don't end up the way we want. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching my stream. I know it's a bit short, but I gotta pick up the wife and get ready for work tomorrow. So yeah, peace out. Take care. Thanks, Josh, for watching. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Lates.